Hello, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Uh, so, this is going to be a special episode I've been planning for a while, actually, because I am asexual and I'm almost always single on Valentine's Day. So, I thought this would be like a special little something for all the asexuals out there who are also single and may not have a date. A lot of the times, people who are asexual don't have dates because they just haven't found someone who understands them or it just hasn't worked out. So this is if you don't have a date, I am your date for the day. Join me here. And for those who are not single or not asexual or whatever, I'm going to educate you on what it means to be asexual. What does it mean? What's common misconceptions about asexuality? I'm going to answer these questions now. If you are single, please in the comments just answer the first 5 questions of the 36 questions to fall madly in love challenge, and I will read them so we can participate this together. So I have some I couldn't find a wine glass, so I found this. I don't know. I figured it's good enough. These are chocolate roses. I felt too weird buying real roses for no one, so I just bought chocolate ones. And then I got a giant Reese's Pieces heart for myself, which I'm eating by myself because I'm on a diet. But whatever, it's Valentine's Day, so I'm not eating this on the channel because I'm actually not hungry right now, which I should probably have planned, but oh well. So we're gonna start with the first question. How old do you have to be to know that you're asexual? I knew I was asexual. I'm gonna drink some of my drink. So, I knew I was asexual from a very, very young age. It works like anything else, like being gay or straight or bisexual, or whatever. I just knew there was something different about me, especially when um, like other people would get boyfriends and girlfriends and I wouldn't, and I would like people but I was just never really attracted to them at all. I would just like them because it was cool to like people, and I didn't really ever get anywhere, and I didn't get into things like sex like everybody else did, and there was like a lot of things that just didn't quite add up. So I started to look into it, and I started to learn about asexuality, and then I was like, I think this is me. Also, I forgot to mention our double date is Loki. Rose over here, the person who commonly co-hosts the show with me, is kind of out of the picture. I apologize, but our double date is Loki. I couldn't quite get him fully in the picture, but it's fine. He's joining us anyway. So you don't really have to be a specific age to figure out like when you're asexual. You just are. Um, is asexual another way of being celibate? I really hate this I can't speak today. Miss this misunderstanding about asexuality because it's not really a choice. Like, celibacy is a choice. It's something that you choose to do, that you want to do. Asexuality is just like you just are asexual. It's not like I didn't really choose to be this way. And I often think I get commonly, especially with my therapist, would be like, "Oh, so you're celibate?" I'm like, not really. I really don't. I don't choose to just magically not be attracted to nobody ever. That's not a thing. Um, is there a cure for asexuality? No, again, it's a sexuality. It's not. You can't have sex with someone and suddenly you're cured. That's another like big misconception. Is that all right? Well, you haven't had sex yet, so once you have sex, you're good. Like you're suddenly straight or whatever. It doesn't really work that way. So there's no cure, sadly. There's just not. How do I tell someone is asexual? You ask them. You can't just look at someone and go, "That's an asexual." You ask them, or they tell you, or whatever. Like it's not like there's a stereotype for asexuals. Uh, yeah, it's not like you can spot them in a crowd. That's silly. Um, can asexuals fall in love? Yes, they can, because there's a difference between aromantic people and asexual people. Asexual people do not feel sexual attraction. Aromantic people do not feel romantic attraction. I am asexual gray aromantic or gray bi aromantic, meaning that sometimes I'm attracted to both genders or all genders or whatever, but most of the time I am not. 90% of the time I don't really care to do anything romantic with them or sexual. I just, it just doesn't happen. I would like to get married one day and all that, and I do have romantic feelings for people even today. Like today, I have romantic feelings for someone, but it's pretty rare. Like once in every 3 years or something, and usually they're small crushes. This one's kind of a big crush, but whatever. Can asexuals have children? Yes, they can, just like anybody else. I don't know why they couldn't have children. It's not like you're asexual and suddenly it's like your suddenly your womb just won't make babies. It's like nah, you get periods and everything else like everybody else's. Yeah, it doesn't change your bio. You don't change as a, your body doesn't change and transform because you're asexual. Um, can asexual men get erections? Yes, because again, everything, all the plumbing down there is works and all that, so you can get aroused and all that. You're just not sexually attracted to people. Like you're just not sexually attracted to really anyone. But it's still the plumbing still works. So if you are feeling aroused that day, then you feel aroused that day. It's just how it's it's kind of like saying if you're a straight man in your room full of men that you can't have an erection or feel aroused. It's like you can, just not towards anybody in the room. Um, do asexual men exist? Yes, that's a silly question. Uh, this is kind of like I really hate this idea that men have to like sex and they have to have sex often because a lot of men actually get assaulted this way, or and then when they're assaulted and they report, they're like, well, all men like sex, so like you couldn't have been raped or whatever. And so asexual men exist. They're not like they don't aren't all the same way. Can asexuals masturbate? Yes, they do. It does get boring because it's like you run out of things to be into. So you're just like, I guess I should do it today because my body works like everybody else's body. But I just like kind of lose interest. I just don't really care about it as much as other people. Because there's a lot of people who are obsessed with it. Like masturbation is like the greatest thing they've ever heard, and it's whatever, you know. Can asexuals have sex? Yes, they can. It might mean something different to them. Like for me, it's very romantic. It's not really sexual. Like I don't look at someone and go, "Ooh, I want to explore their body. They're so hot." Like I don't really think of it like that. I never look at someone and want to do anything like that. I just, for me, it's like a bonding experience, or I wanting to share a moment with them. But it's not really like I just there's nothing really inherently sexual to sex to me, which I know doesn't seem to make sense, but it's just the way I think. Oh, okay, that's it for this post. And then the last question I think I'm going to answer is what is the most frustrating thing about being asexual? Which is that people seem to think that having sex is the equivalent to being smart. And the more sex you have, the smarter you are. And I really hate this. A lot of people treat me like I'm really stupid, naive, or I'm innocent because I don't have sex, and that really drives me crazy. Or they don't think I know about sex. I'm ignorant. Like I just don't know how sex works. So I've had people educate me what sex is. And I'm like, I probably know more about it than you do. I write a lot of sex. I research sex before I write about sex because I think it's a very interesting topic. So I actually know a whole lot about it. And I probably know I knew a lot more about it than the other sexual friends that I had, but they felt the need to explain to me things in a way. I've had people get angry at me, actually angry at me because I was asexual. Like I didn't have sex and it's just like it pissed them off, and like when I would have a misunderstanding about a scene from a movie. It had nothing to do with the sex scene. It actually had to just deal with something else. And they were like, nah! And they would like, answer my question really angry because I guess, I don't know. Like, I guess I it seemed like I was confused about the sex scene, so they were angry about it, and I was like, I don't know why you're so upset about this, and I had no problem with the sex scene. I had a problem with another scene, so calm down. It happens a lot. It just, yeah, and I haven't ever had sex before, not because I have something against sex, but just because I haven't found anybody who I want to have sex with. It just doesn't happen. It's not like a thing I have something really against. I just, you know, I just haven't met anybody that I was like, yeah, I want to have sex with that person. And I'm never attracted to people enough to want to do it. Yeah, so that's kind of the story. Not a big conspiracy or anything like that. Not a big vengeful thing for me. Not, definitely not trying to attack Asexuals by not having sex. It's just it hasn't happened. And a lot of people will tell me, "Well, you haven't met the right person yet." I'm like, I guess for specifically sex, I haven't met the right person. Because I just haven't met someone who I want to share that moment with. But I don't think I'm gonna meet the right man or woman and then suddenly stop being asexual. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I don't think I'll ever not be asexual. It's just that I might be more willing to have sex with a particular person. But that doesn't. If I'm having sex with someone, that doesn't suddenly mean I'm not asexual. It just means that we've chosen to have sex with each other. Because it is something I want to experience one day, but not in a I'm sexually attracted to people and have sex with people kind of sort of asexual way of looking at it. So that's the end of the questions. I guess if you have any more questions, you could always leave it in the comments. Other than that, I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. If you're single, well, it's not, it's not too bad. I'm single too. It's fine. I know Valentine's Day sucks for people who are single. Yeah, because it kind of feels like it's getting shoved in your face. But I was your date, so here you go. You had a date. You had a date with me, the asexual. My name's Heather, by the way. Heather the asexual. So, there you go. So, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy this. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this chocolate, because I don't even particularly like chocolate. So, I don't know who to give this to. Can I take it out? Hold on. Can I take it? Oh, I can. Maybe I'll just, give it to somebody. I'll find a use for it. I am gonna eat this, though. In pieces. Get it? It's Reese's Pieces. Should we open it? Let's open it. I want to see how it's like. I'll open it on camera for you guys. That way you guys know what's inside. Ooh, it's just like a huge, it's just a huge, Reese's Pieces. How crazy. I don't know why I thought it would be broken up. Oh my god. This is a giant. Oh my god. Ooh. Look at that. Look at this. Nice. You want when you see me eat a piece of it? Oh, let me eat a piece. Guys, this really is just a giant Reese's Pieces. Holy shit. One thing came. Oh. It's really chocolatey. It's heavy on the chocolate. Oh. Not as quite as good as the Reese's Pieces. Like the small ones. Oh! I was attacking my teeth too. My teeth are sensitive from I had a cold yesterday. And so my teeth on this side, I don't know if this ever happens to you, but if my sinuses are really messed up, they get really sensitive right here. Because your teeth are really close to the nerve lining. So if your sinuses get really messed up, your teeth will start to hurt. And so I bit on that on the wrong side and it really hurt my teeth. Ugh, I don't know if I recommend that one. I don't know if I'm going to eat that. It's a little on the... Like, the little Reese's Pieces are really good because they're like a nice, bite, right amount of sweet, right amount of not sweet. This was like attack of the sugar. Very sweet. Anyway. Have a good Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys later. Hello guys, if you like this video, please consider checking out my game Vacant. It's free right now off of itch.io in early access. I would really love to hear you guys' feedback and comments and all that jazz. The link will be in the description if you want to see more.